This video is about autistic strengths in the workplace. Hi everyone, I'm Jacqueline from ASD Life Coaches. Today we're talking about a topic that doesn't get nearly enough attention. Most conversations about autism and employment focus on challenges, but that's only half the story. Autistic adults often have exceptional abilities that organizations deeply need, but rarely understand. Let's change that narrative today. Whether you're autistic yourself or you support autistic adults, it's important to understand that autism is not a deficit. It's a different way of processing the world. And with that difference comes a unique cognitive profile that can be a major asset in professional environments. Today, we're going to cover the key strengths autistic adults bring to the workplace, why these strengths often go unnoticed, how autistic individuals can highlight these strengths, how employers can create environments where autistic talent shines. Now, let's get into it. Some of the strengths that autistic adults bring to the workplace are things like deep focus and attention to detail. Many autistic adults excel at getting absorbed in meaningful tasks. When they engage, they can achieve extreme focus and produce exceptionally thorough, accurate work. This is not an obsession, it's monotropism, or a natural cognitive style that enables depth over breadth. Reliability and consistency is another thing that autistic adults bring to the table. Autistic adults tend to be dependable employees. I've found that they show up, they follow through, they value clarity, they maintain high quality standards in their work. When expectations are clear, they deliver. Another thing is logical thinking and problem solving. Autistic individuals often approach problems analytically, unconventionally, and without being influenced by social pressure. This leads to innovative solutions that others might overlook. Then there's strong pattern recognition. This can show up as identifying inefficiencies, spotting errors that others miss, understanding systems extremely quickly, seeing connections others might miss. They may be great for roles involving data, research, quality control, or systems thinking. Then there's the honesty and integrity piece. Autistic adults usually communicate directly and value honestly. This makes them exceptionally trustworthy in roles where ethical behavior is essential. Then there's that passion-driven expertise. When an autistic person is passionate about a topic, they don't just like it, they master it. Motivated, extremely knowledgeable, and able to contribute at a very high level. So, despite having incredible strengths, autistic adults are often unemployed or underemployed. Why is that? Traditional hiring processes favor neurotypical communication. Interviews reward talk, eye contact, quick responses, social performance, none of which measure actual job ability. Then social misunderstandings tend to overshadow skill. So direct communication can be misinterpreted as bluntness, or a need for clarity can be mistaken for resistance. Sensory differences can be seen as quirks instead of legitimate needs. Then strengths are often invisible until someone knows what to look for. Employers rarely understand monotropism, sensory profiles, or autistic problem solving. That can be solved by simple, inexpensive education. Then burnout hides your strengths. When autistic adults are unsupported, overwhelmed, or masking too much, their talents become buried under their exhaustion. These are skills I often help clients develop. Communicate your working style early, when it's safe to do so. For example, you could say to your employer or supervisor, I work best with written instructions. Clear expectations help me stay organized. I prefer communications that's direct. This isn't disclosing autism, it's describing your needs and strengths. Share your strengths as part of your professional identity. Try something like, I'm very detail-oriented and thorough. I'm great at focused work. I excel in structured environments. Then you want to use your interests as a guide for your career path. If your job aligns with your passions, monotropism becomes a superpower. Build a burnout prevention strategy. Healthy routines, sensory accommodations, and clear communication help keep your strengths accessible instead of buried. Employers can unlock remarkable talent by making simple changes. Provide written instructions for those who are more oriented towards the written word. Reduce unnecessary meetings that produce more of a social pressure and contribute to shutdown for autistic adults. Allow flexible breaks or sensory resets. Make expectations explicit. Perhaps offer quiet workspace options. Focus on the measurable output, not necessarily social performance, unless the job requires social performance to be successful. Avoid vague feedback. Try to be specific and kind. Value someone who directly communicates instead of penalizing it. These changes don't just help autistic employees, they help improve the entire workplace. Autistic adults bring tremendous strengths to the workplace, strengths that many organizations desperately need, especially in a world that values accuracy, integrity, and innovative thinking. If you're autistic, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not a difficult employee. You are a unique and valuable one. You deserve a workplace that sees your potential, supports and needs, and appreciates your perspective. If you found this video helpful, feel free to like, subscribe, and share. And if you want personal guidance in building confidence, structure, and independence, ASD Life Coaches, where we help autistic adults step into their strengths every day. You have so much to offer. Let's make sure the world sees it.